Gary Hobbs, the podcast. 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 Gary Hobbs, the podcast.
Welcome back to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Here's Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Johnny D, Johnny Davila, Little D, David Villanueva.
Yes, sir.
Compadre Jay-Z, Jaime
Yes, sir.
Samago.
Oh, yeah.
Yours truly, Gary Hobbs. Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. Land of the free, home of the wild, where all senior citizens come to retire.
Johnny.
Right here.
So he said the one and only Mr. Gary Hobbs.
Hey,
Johnny.
producer, when are you going to find,
Here we
the
go.
time to learn that thing, man? Compadre, thank you. compadre.
Yes, sir, compadre.
Get it raised, el vato.
Algo, but you're listening to Gary
No
Hobbs, the
supes,
podcast.
No supes la onda, man.
Listening in on GaryHobbs.com, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, LaMeraLeona.net Radio, every Saturday at 12 noon, and iHeart Podcast. Big shout out our proud sponsors, Domingo Garcia Law Firm, CRI Electric, San Antonio, Texas, Zero Fee Payments, and Air Express Air Conditioning and Heating, San Antonio, Texas. Ay, compadre, pues first of all, last week we were all here, all present and accounted for, and we had like 3 emails, right? But I guess we mentioned Michael Lopez, who's a avid listener, supporter.
Oh, yeah.
But
Shout
then we
out.
had, and he had the beats or lyrics comment, ¿verdad? Something like that. And then we had Dave Gonzalez, and he had the Sunny Sauceda show or circus, right? And we elaborated on that, ¿verdad?
A little bit, yeah.
Platicamos un poquito de ese jale. Pero this week, nobody, John.
No?
Hey,
I don't know if it's because we called out the name. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to send an opinion or a comment or a question or new music to Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com, we promise we won't mention your name unless you really piss us off. But we like to start off with Tejano cheese and stuff like that. But okay, so Tejano music videos, they're on social media, Facebook and stuff like that, TMB.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I saw several things that, but they were interesting to me, compadre. I saw it and said, who are the top 4 Tejano artists of all time? And man, I start scrolling through this thing. They had 1.6 thousand likes. They had 271 comments. They shared it 102 times. And so on their profile, the picture, it's got a picture of Jimmy Gonzalez, Emilio Navaira, Lil Joe, and Selena. So I don't know who created that. But then everybody starts to comment, right? And some comments, Pablo Urbina, good friend of ours, Pablo Urbina. He's in Ohio, compadre. He was in Houston a lot of years. I think he's from Ohio. He said, Ruben Ramos, Jesse Serrata, Joe Lopez, David Ligarza, and Oscar de la Rosa. And I go, Pablo, and Gary Hobbs, ¿qué? Bye, Pablo.
Click.
Thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends, but no, seriously, no, really, Pablo. What the? Laura belongs up there as well as Joe Lopez. Somebody else wrote Thomas Ferrer Jr. and Juan Rodriguez puts real Tejano listeners know Laura Canales is the queen of Tejano, and boom, ahí se viene otras cosas. Gente disagree, otros agree, and why not? But we made a couple of comments there. But un Kevin Lee pone, when I think Tejano, I automatically think Maz, Jay Perez, Ram Herrera, and Gary Hobbs. Was thank you, Kevin Lee. And so we made the list there, thanks to, I don't know, 14, 15 people that put our name in it out of 200 something comments. But so this is sort of like a Mount Rushmore. Maybe people don't know what Mount Rushmore is because today's kids are not listening to this show. And Mount Rushmore is something from, history. Right?
Yes.
And so, man, if I ask you whose faces are on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, it's George Washington,
George
Teddy
Washington.
Teddy Roosevelt,
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
And who? Richard Nixon?
And, no, it's that thing.
Ronald Reagan.
I'm not a crook. I didn't steal. I'm not a crook. Well, Mount Rushmore, right? I personally do not belong on the face of Mount Rushmore. I do belong on the mountain. I really do believe that. I think I qualify to be on the mountain, but not the face of Mount Rushmore. But man, if just bring it around the table and hurry. You, compadre, hijo, te quedó a ti primero. Compadre, top 4 Tejano artists. Now remember, it says Tejano, and so ahí people can argue, no, pues Little Joe is Chicano, and he's from the king of the brown soul, the brown sound. He's brown soul. Okay, and then if you're gonna say pues Latin breed, pues do you put Jimmy Edward? Porque pues it was a whole band.
Yeah.
Pero Tejano artists, pues ahí no pusieron ni soloist or cantantes, right? But it says the top 4 Tejano artists of all time. And do you think Little Joe should be on it, compadre?
No, not for me.
No?
No.
Okay, not for you. How about
So for me, like they're saying Tejano. That's not Tejano.
Ándale, okay, well.
Not conjuntos, not. If you're going Tejano, you're gonna go Tejano all the way it is Tejano.
Well,
Ever
it's
since
your
the
opinion, but don't get mad.
Yeah. Ever since they
Calm
went
down,
with the
compadre, calm down.
synthesizers, keyboards, that's Tejano music.
Quítale la soda, quítale la coke.
Yeah. No, porque I've commented on that, and I've got some responses.
Pues, I agree a lot of what you say because I thought Tejano kicked in when, man, compadre, I thought like when entró El Chato Chavarria with the piano, the Fender Rhodes, con un pianito,
Con un pianito,
ding,
same
ding,
sound.
ding, 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 and the chords, and basta de tu amor,
Basta de tu amor.
well, and La Movida, Pio was there, pues of course Grupo Más. I think they don't give. They're always saying Jimmy Gonzalez and Joe Lopez, and with a lot of positive reasons why. Yes, pero Héctor Flores, that original keyboard player, de ellos.
Okay.
Héctor Flores, he's from Brownsville. I don't think he gets enough credit. He brought in the synthesizer sounds, and man, I mean, he was there through those first couple of the years and albums and stuff like that. Pero, so I get what you're saying. So, para ti, Little Joe, no. But here they have, pues, no, it could have just been optics, no? La foto de Jimmy y Emilio y Little Joe y Selena. But if you're excluding Little Joe, pues that throws out a lot of people from the Chicano.
It's like saying, putting Little Joe, Freddie Martinez, Agustin Ramirez, all that type of music.
Joe Bravo, Sonny Osuna.
Sonny Osuna. That's back to late 70s.
I don't know my history, compadre, pero I know that Sonny Osuna hit top 40. He was on an American Bandstand, pero no canto Chicano ni, no canto Tejano. It wasn't even considered Tejano. So I get what you're saying. So who do you think, compadre? I'm putting you on the spot. If I have to ask myself, I'm gonna think about it the next 30 seconds, compadre. Pero who would you think is like top 4 Tejano artists that that was me. I'm sorry.
Well, I would have to say Selena,
Okay, compadre. Más.
you and Jay Perez.
Ay, that's mi compadre. No tiene Johnny, aprende.
That's the 4 top que se oye, that they're like. I know we always
Man,
play a
it's
lot.
good.
We play
It's
every
good to
weekend.
have your own podcast, right? You can say whatever.
So we play every weekend. Can't say we're not working. We're not out there. You got
Tejanos.
good crowds and everything.
Well, let me make an example, compadre. So David Mares entró cuando él cantaba con Royal Gestures, you know. I don't know if he played percussion too. I don't remember that. Pero él grabó Tejano, puro keyboards. Cuando ellos se separaron y vienen parte de Latin Breed con los otros de Royal Gestures and stuff, se juntó Richard Solis, I think, and Pete Garza and okay, so I was still in junior high and high school, okay, so I don't know the history of that, but I consider también David Mares to do Tejano, right? And pero
Yeah, there's a lot of bands, Tejano bands and everything, pero digo, the ones that have been like on top and
well, you know, in Mount Rushmore, I don't know. They're talking who made the most money or who's been at it longer or still at it, and because aquí
who got the most money right now.
well, yeah, well, mira, Carlos Ugartachea, he's from aquí del Águila, well, Piedras Negras, and Carlos on that, él le puso el que no debería ahí estar es Little Joe porque todavía está vivo. So now he's thinking somebody's got to be dead.
Yeah.
So compadre, I'm not on Mount. I'm glad I'm not on Mount Rushmore right there. Pero so Johnny, who do you think? And not me, because they're gonna say Gary pinche les pagó.
The first Tejano artist that I heard was Mas, back in the day.
Taconeos?
No, I'm
Well, he
just
did
saying-
help him. He did help him.
Sí,
Es
sí.
one of
La
them.
nueva imagen.
Mas,
Sí, Mas, I love La Mafia.
La Mafia.
Yeah, and these are just my favorites. So, pues, I mean, you said I don't want you don't want me to mention you, pues okay. Pero pues you were there too. Pero a mí siempre me
No, I was
gustaron
after Mas and after Mafia, right? But by a couple of years, pero.
Yeah, and pues I mean Emilio, I thought he was an awesome singer también, you know. So y pues Selena, of course.
Big shout out to our proud sponsor, Domingo Garcia, and the Domingo Garcia Law Firm, with offices in Dallas, Houston, Odessa, and Fort Worth, Texas. More info at domingogarcia.com. Now, D, you're younger than all of us,
I am.
So you really came into the Tejano era.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Yeah,
right at the peak.
so- yeah.
And
So-
you know, I was blessed to be in the onda right when it was popping. So for me, I mean, you know, I think I'm gonna agree with Jaime. It's gonna be Selena, right? You for sure.
Race for everybody.
Jake Perez. And that fourth one, híjole, man. Yeah, you have me there because I'm gonna go with Maz.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, I know people are 15 listeners because we're up from 12, compadre. We're up to 15 listeners this week. Pero, man, it's really hard for me. I think I have to categorize the thing. You know, as vocalist is one thing, but as influences is another. I think the whole Tejano revolution came in con, you know, like I said, Mayo, but I think you're talking Mount Rushmore, and I think Mas needs to be there, man. I think Mafia needs to be there. I think I may get some haters here, but I think Laura Canales needs to be there.
No, Jesus.
You know,
I thought she was great
Oh,
too.
she was phenomenal. Good music.
Laura and Selena, both of them. Oh my God! Well, Selena took it to stratosphere heights,
another
right?
level,
You know, nobody has achieved that. You know, lo de Selena. So man, it's really. But man, like if I said today's singers was Jay Perez, Ricardo Castillon, yes, and Ram Herrera, David Mares, pero who belongs on Mount Rushmore to me is really hard to put it. But there are so many, you know, they put things on social media, like, you know, Tejano music videos, and everybody chimes in con nada que ver, you know, like Flaco is not Tejano, you know. Somebody said Flaco and Freddie, Tex-Maniacs, like nada que ver, like to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's for another segment maybe, because I'm gonna announce it a little bit later, but I've been invited to something in July, Conjunto Festival in Austin, and they want me to go perform with somebody, two of our songs and sing two songs or one song de algo conjunto. I'm gonna say something. Conjunto fans are one of the most loyal and fierce supporters
Agreed.
of conjunto music.
Agreed.
If Tejano music supporters were close to conjunto fans and supporters, we'd be in much better shape.
Oh, yeah.
And Los Tejanos, we're like, I mean, it's just all the comments que I see and I go there. So, where's Elida Reina? Well, Elida had a great success story and she retired, but and I hope she comes back, compadre. You know?
Yeah, she will.
And George Strait came back. Never say no to the money. Never say never.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of great comments here. Agustin Ramirez, Sonny Osuna, Freddie Martinez, Rudy and the Reno Bobs. It's like what you said, and yeah, but do they belong as Tejanos?
It's Tejano.
Right?
I don't think
Now, okay, let's flip it around. Well, there's so many comments and believe me, you 15 listeners, those that mentioned my name, I know who you are. Thank you. And I
We
know
know.
some of you that didn't mention my name, and no thanks to you. But
so
we
that's
also
your
know.
cash app.
yeah, here's okay. Pero, yeah, what if they were say Chicano, compadre? Who's on the Chicano Mount Rushmore?
Bueno, for
I can
me,
answer that one.
For me, Agustin Ramirez, Freddie Martinez, Joe Bravo, and ¿quién más te puedo decir? Not Little Joe, not Little
El Gato Negro.
O Rubén Ramos, yeah. Rubén Ramos también.
It's
yeah.
also a hard question.
Yeah, it
That
is.
was super hard.
Pero yo me acuerdo, I mean, I was, you know, a young boy and my mom had records, but, you know, so, and she had Sonny Osuna, and so I guess I was influenced there. Freddie Martinez, Sr., so I was influenced there. Man, hijo de su compadre. Rubén Ramos, pues he was, you know, with his brothers, Alfonso, su hermano, then he branches off by himself, but it's still Chicano. And so, man, there's so many. Agustin Ramirez, man.
Yeah,
El Guti,
Agustin Ramirez.
God bless, you know. So, Joe Bravo, he, you know. But, man, that's a hard, I don't know how you answer that question either. You know, it's.
I used to listen to all that music back in the early days.
The Little Joe has been the king of the brown sound. Now, how would you categorize? Because he's Chicano. I can't argue with that. Somebody saying Little Joe needs to be at the top, and he's still doing it. You know, like you know, his vocals pretty strong. The projection, you know. But so now, compadre. So when I was scoping out, and I think I lost the page here. Oh my God, I lost the page. But when I was scoping that out, they had another, I guess another posting, compadre, and that was now I can't find it, compadre. Now I can't find it. But they were saying, who is the greatest Tejano singer of all time? Now, compadre, ahí don't say my name because then está comprado el show, es el podcast.
Now we know.
Now we know. Now we know. But so they're saying, who is the greatest Tejano singer of all time? Tejano, compadre. Tejano.
Tejano,
And
yeah.
so, man, how do you answer that? Who are they had 1,000 comments, compadre. 1,000 comments. And so let me make the point. Who is the greatest Tejano singer of all time? So somebody puts a Jimmy Everett, Alberto y Jay Perez. Somebody says Ram Herrera, Joe Lopez. DJ Danny Martinez said Gary Hobbs. Ese es mi
boy,
compadre,
Danny.
boy. So somebody says Little Joe. Somebody says Joe Lopez. And then it's hard to name the very best because of styles and eras, but my top favorite. So then they go Marcos Orozco, Joe Lopez, Jay Perez, Gary Hobbs, Joe Posada, Emilio, Ram, David Mares, Emma Tijerina, Mr. Gary Hobbs. Thank you, Emma. But what I'm trying to say is that they ask you, well, my God, Esther Rolling Porter, Gary, Carlos Celeste, Gary, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. I didn't see that. But when people start naming bastante cantantes, they're not answering the question. Now, who's the greatest Tejano singer of all time? God bless. Because that's when it started, Tejano, who you think is Tejano, and that should include who's passed away, but who's singing right now.
Yeah.
It should qualify.
Yep.
Okay, I'm putting you on the spot, compadre. Who do you think it? Not me, compadre, because then they're gonna think,
Está comprar la cosa.
I would have to say,
just because I,
it's not you.
go to Whataburger with you, compadre.
if it's not you, compadre, pues entonces I would have to say Marcos Orozco.
Marcos Orozco, that's interesting. Marcos Orozco. Johnny?
Híjole. Joe Lopez.
Joe Lopez.
Joe Lopez.
Little D.
That's a super hard one because, like, how do you categorize?
Yes,
okay.
yes. We all love different.
Yes, so
Bands, different sing-
exactly. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to skip. There's so many. There's so much stuff going into my head right now that
It was a long day.
it was. That's beside the point. But still, like, wow, like that. What a question, right? Like, what do you base it on?
Come on, D, you can do it, man.
Say it, little D.
Hey,
Say it, man. Say it.
I mean,
You're on the spot.
I am, and I don't want to take up so much time.
We gotta know, man. We gotta know.
Híjole, no,
5
I'm
seconds,
sorry.
man. 5 seconds. You gotta say something.
Híjole. I'm thinking
I'm gonna save you.
Lifeline.
I've always told everybody that my favorite singers are Jimmy Edward, Adalberto Gallegos, and David Mares. Right, those are my. But I think if you say who's the greatest, man, a Tejano, and I think there you'd have to say male and female because you can't. But the greatest, I don't know, man.
super hard.
I think Joe Lopez probably the most prolific singer of La Onda Tejano, right? Does that make him the best? No, I have to put in Jay and Ricardo Castillon there.
Oh, yeah.
At the height of, but if you're gonna corner me and say, I gotta go maybe with Joe Lopez, and female, I have to. It's either Laura or Selena, and if we're talking Tejano, I'm gonna say Laura Canales, and I love Selena, right? But what a hard question to answer.
Peter Studio was a good singer también. Peter Studio, when he
Peter
was with
Studio.
Selena and all that stuff. La voz fuerte que tenía de él. Peter Studio was one of the good singers.
I love the way Stephanie Montiel sings.
Oh yeah,
It's phenomenal, I think.
you're right there. I think.
And she can sing anything.
Yeah, I think pound for pound, and I don't mean that in a, with all, I don't know, with everything going on, the styles and stuff like that. Stephanie Montiel is definitely now
She's up
in females, Mount Rushmore, she should be there,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
definitely.
yeah, for sure.
right? Stephanie, Selena, Laura, hijo, one more. Oh my God! Oh, I couldn't answer that. But Stephanie is definitely to me, yeah. I got y'all thinking, right?
Shelly Lares.
Shelly Lares.
Shelly.
Yeah. She's got a huge resume, and
Yeah, Shelly.
And Elida también.
Elida.
Jimmy.
Whoever. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's hard.
It's super hard.
It's hard.
Should I include Jennifer?
Was she Tejano, compadre? Do you consider Jennifer Tejano?
Tejano grupero.
Yeah.
Not really 100%.
But see how we're now
Yeah,
putting
we're-
departments.
we're touching
That's
it.
Tejano pop, and
Yeah.
that's Tejano keyboards and Tejano. So, but the question was that, and they put it like that: who's the greatest Tejano singer of all time? Now, these questions, it's good content for our podcast, right? But I used to hate to see these social media sites, and especially coming like from a radio station, and who's your favorite Tejano? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why? It's not that you don't get into it and you don't see anybody putting your name. No, that's not it. It's like
Controversy.
controversy.
Controversy. That's right.
Yeah.
Man, it's like us as artists having a big profile on social media, more than a radio station, and saying, who's your favorite radio station of all time?
That's a good question.
Or and then promoters good no, well, who's the best promoter? Well, no, who's the most rata promoter ever? And
I know who.
you'd be surprised. I know a couple of them. But see, I used to hate that. But again, it's content and
It
it's
is.
controversy,
It is,
and and maybe next week, maybe we'll have 16 listeners because of this. Pero again, you can send us an email with opinions or comments, bands, new music, can send it to Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com.
And tell us who your favorite singer is and who your favorite.
Oh,
band.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Definitely.
No, because if they don't say me, I'm going to.
We just don't say it. We don't mention it.
Yeah, we don't mention what's.
Yeah, we're not going to say names.
Lo que no nos conviene.
Yeah.
Hey, you're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We'll be right back with our next segment. We'll be right back. We want to thank our proud sponsor, CRI Electric in San Antonio, Texas. Family and veteran-owned commercial, residential, industrial, electrical services on electrical, data, voice, science, and solar. Give them a call at 210-509-8889. Big shout out Israel and Christine Garza, CRI Electric.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. And here's mi compadre, Gary Hobbs.
There you go, compadre Jay-Z. Little D.
Yes, sir.
Johnny D.
The one and only.
The OG,
Yeah,
the
one
old
and
Gary.
only, the one and only compadre.
Hijos, compadre. Our new producer, Jaime Summer. Hey, on today's Tejano segment, we bring music that's just been recorded. Sometimes we can't get access because we keep asking people to send their new music to Gary Hobbs, the podcast, at gmail.com. Comments and opinions, and we promise we won't say your name if you don't want to. ¿Verdad? Today's Tejano, we have Danny Ortiz, compadre. He's out of Brownsville, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And,
out of Brownsville.
And Danny used to sing with Jimmy Gonzalez.
Jimmy Gonzalez.
Grupo Más. Hey, compadre, that's a tall order because you're singing backup vocals, but you got enough talent to be the vocalist. But Jimmy Gonzalez is a great singer too. Was a great singer, ¿verdad? And then all those great hits and stuff like that. But Danny Ortiz used to sing with Jimmy Gonzalez, Grupo Más, but he's got a new song, Olvidalo. And if we're not mistaken, written and produced by Julian Alanis, who's Jay Alanis.
Jay Alanis.
The Jay Alanis.
Jay Alanis.
Kingsville, right?
Kingsville, yes, sir.
He played with Jimmy Gonzalez for years and years, but he helped us out, Gary Hobbs, and he's playing with Jay Perez.
He used to be a guitar player, and then he switched to bass for a lot of years with Jimmy.
Yeah, I think I heard the story where Jay said that Jimmy was gonna break him in, to play guitar con him, and he never did. But it's just that Jay mastered the bass too. But man, he plays bass and guitar and he sings. Jay, he's just man. But this is Danny Ortiz, new music with Olvidalo. Goes like this.
De preguntarme cómo sigo desde que te alejaste sin decirme un adiós, y confundido yo buscaba la razón, si era culpa mía o tontería de mujer. Sabías que te amaba y hoy quieres volver. Olvídalo. ido para nunca regresar. Y ahí de lejos no me puedes lastimar. Y volaré a otro nido a descubrir el amor que nunca podías dar. Olvídalo, no busques mi calor. Hoy yo me burlo al pensar que quieres volver a mi lugar. Olvídalo, es lo que hice yo. Y ahora que buscas mi amor, hallaste solo mi adiós. Olvídalo, no busques mi calor. Hoy yo me burlo al pensar que quieres volver a mi lugar. Olvídalo, es lo que hice yo. Y ahora que buscas mi amor, hallaste solo mi adiós. Olvídalo.
Zero fee payments, providing trusted payment solutions for businesses of all kinds with no contracts, no hidden fees, and free equipment. For more information, call or text 830-461-0905. Tejano Ortiz with Olvidalo. Oye, compadre, donde no sea Jay. It says Julian Alaniz, but he did the keyboards. I didn't know Jay played keyboards. Guitar and bass, yeah.
Bass.
And I heard he writes.
Okay.
But Tejano Ortiz, Aaron Holler on the drums, and was it Claudia Steleses for backup vocals?
Yeah, backup vocal.
Well, it's got a little bit of, mas, feel
too.
Yeah.
but different. So really different. So that's good. Tejano Ortiz with Olvídalo, written and produced by Julian Alaniz, and we suspect that's Jay Alaniz.
Jay Alaniz,
From
yeah.
Kingsville, Texas. You're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Of course, we're in Eagle Pass, Texas. We'll be right back. We want to send a big shout out to our proud sponsor, Air Express Air Conditioning and Heating. They're bonded and insured. They do service, sales, installs, and repairs. You can call them at 210-601-2678. That's 210-601-2678. Big shout out Javier and Sally Gomez for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Call Air Express. Before we leave, guys.
Yep.
God, compadre, this is like when we're playing that last song of the night and we've been on the road. Hay un ánimo.
Ánimo bruto.
Before we leave, no, hombre, ya se quieren ir todos aquí. Our social media sites, of course, GaryHobbs.com, GaryHobbsCruise.com for all our cruises. We're on Facebook, Gary Hobbs Official, Instagram, Gary Hobbs Official, X, Gary Hobbs Official, TikTok, GaryHobbs.official. I want to remind everybody to subscribe, like, share, please.
Share.
And sharing is good.
It's caring.
There you go. Subscribe, like, share. Any comments, opinions, new music, or questions, or you can put your name if you want. Gary Hobbs the podcast at gmail.com. Gary Hobbs the podcast at gmail.com. Compadre, our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8 coming January 31st through February the 7th, 2027. Registration is going. We still got spots. Stephanie Montiel and her band are on board. Joe Posada, Texas Latino, David Olivares, the Crazy Pimps, Tejano Loco. We got special appearances by DJ Tiffy Tip, Gabriel Zavala, Lily Bella, that guy Johnny D. Rumors are there's a new music coming soon. When that Johnny D guy. And of course, Gary Hobbs, the usual suspects on board. Gary Hobbs, Family and Friends Cruise number 8. Again, January 31st through February 7th, 2027. And compadre, on board we have activities. 3 dances. Not 1, not 2, 3 dances.
What 3? There we go.
And then we have Gary Hobbs, the podcast meet and greet. That's going to be interesting.
There's something different about it there.
Yeah.
We'll ask
good, yeah.
we'll ask Joe Posada or David. So who do you think's the
Best.
best all time on the spots? If they don't answer correctly, compadre. But
Se quedan ahí.
yeah, pues,
Just delete everything.
Gary Hobbs, the podcast meet and greet session, a pool party, 70s and 80s night, and costumes y todo el jale, compadre. We dress up 70s and 80s, and Tejano Loco beach party. It's at Mr. Sancho's, and this year we have added a dance floor. So
Yeah.
for
Cooking and shrimp.
information and registration, you can call Happy Mireles. Call Happy Mireles at 469-450-1168. Happy Mireles, 469-450-1168. Compadre, this weekend is Friday, June 26th. We are in San Benito, Texas for a private event, compadre. Those are the best, the private events.
Hell yeah.
Play whatever I want, however I want, for as long as I want. No, Friday, San Benito, Texas, for a private event. Now Saturday, June 27th, we are in Elsa, Texas. Full Court Entertainment. Yeah, Full Court
Back to the
Entertainment.
RGV. Yeah.
Back to the Rio Grande Valley. Coming Thursday, July 2nd, we are in Mustang Sally's in San Antonio, Texas. Lopez Entertainment. Rudy Lopez, big shout out to him. And Saturday, 4th of July, we are celebrating the 4th of July in Crystal City, Texas, with the city of Crystal City, Texas. Yeah. Compadre, any shout outs? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to my brother. Ahora es el mero día, Javi Sámado. Happy birthday, brother.
Saludos.
Happy birthday.
God bless you with many, many more, carnal.
There you go, Javi. Javi, no te hagas el tonto. We're going to Idaho.
Ya le sopié, compadre. Ya lo traigo aquí. Ya.
Man, we gave him 3 months advance, compadre.
Sí, no, ya es
Oye,
tiempo.
compadre, we're going to be up there in Caldwell.
Yeah.
Con el favor de Dios, that's in September. What is it, 13th, I think. September 13th.
Yeah, the 13th.
Big shout out, RQ.
RQ, the morning show, the RQ.
Yeah.
RQ.
Yeah, we'll be there, and shout out to all the surrounding areas, compadre.
Oye,
Napa,
compadre,
Boise,
todavía hay
Whistler.
familia Sámago, ¿verdad? Allá arriba.
Oh, yeah, my sister.
Dominating, there we
my
go.
nephews and nieces and todos ahí, toda la onda.
There you go. Johnny, any special
Yeah.
requests?
I'm gonna send a shout out to my brother. He's one of the few Prime subscribers que nos oyen por el podcast de Amazon. So when I
Big
sound
shout out to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
to him
yeah.
and my nephews, the Davila boys.
There we go. Saludos.
Wow. ¿Y tú, D? DJ Danny Red.
DJ Danny Red.
Yeah, man. Mijo.
Always,
Thank you, Danny.
always throwing it down for
Yeah.
Tejano music on TikTok.
He is.
Todo, todo. Keep
Always
it up.
supporting.
Keep it up, Danny.
There you go, brother. Well, this is Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas, de parte de Johnny Davila, David Villanueva, mi compadre Jaime Sámago,
Oh, yeah.
Gary Hobbs, and want to thank you for listening in. Till next week, Dios los guarde, Dios los cuide. We'll see you next week. God bless.
God bless you.
Say bye, guys.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Gary Hobbs, the podcast.